All right, Bucky, one of my favorite words in scouting is explosive. And what we're going to do on this video today, we're going to take a look at the 5 most explosive players in the NFL according to us, Buck. The 3 words that I use to describe explosive: somebody that's sudden, somebody that's dynamic, and somebody that's twitchy.
Oh, twitchy. I
What do you
like
think?
I like twitchy. I like twitchy. I like powerful. I like sudden is that's a nice word you took. I can't use that.
All right, well, we're trying to explain what we're giving you here. The 5 most explosive players. We got some great nominations here to choose from. The first guy on our list, coming in at number 5, Buck, maybe a little surprising. It's a rookie, and we've got the man out of Ohio State, Ezekiel Elliott. And Bucky, look, this is somebody I've had a lot of fun watching him when he was in college because he could do everything. But he was explosive. He was dynamic. He was twitchy, and he was sudden. I'm going to give you an example of it on a play right here against the Pittsburgh Steelers, where you can see him in action. Watch him get rolling here, Buck, and watch the speed. You're going to see it there on the left side of the screen. Watch him get rolling, and now he's getting up to full speed. You see some of that track background he has as a younger guy. You're not going to catch him. He has that explosiveness on contact as a runner, so you can see that power that he brings, but also that combination of speed. So the speed, the power, they come together. And if you're doubting me, go back and just look at the combine when he ran. I mean, the numbers there, very solid, under 4.5 in the 40. Had a really impressive broad jump there. The vertical jump doesn't blow you away, but he is an explosive player.
Very explosive player. You can see just in the picture right there. You see his lower body. You can see big thighs, quads. He's able to kind of run through contact, and we see that all the time. I love watching him play. I think he's a guy that's only going to get better. The Dallas Cowboys have really found a special player in Ezekiel Elliott, and I don't think it's a coincidence that they are rolling because he's the guy, the focal point of their diet.
Yeah, I think, look, the testing numbers don't do him justice. He's somebody that when you see him on contact, you see him roll through people. And when you see him in the open field, you don't see him get caught. So, to me, he's number 5 on our list. Most explosive players, Bucky. I've taken number 5. You're up for number 4.
You know, I'm going to go and look back at Super Bowl 50. The MVP, Von Miller, is number 4 on my list. And one of the reasons I'm fascinated by Von Miller is he has some of the things that you just can't coach at that position. Outstanding first step quickness, tremendous burst. And when we look at the tape, we see it come out again and again. Here against the Kansas City Chiefs, Von Miller there is on our right-hand side of the screen going against Mitchell Schwartz. Watch his ability to come off the ball, but then bend and burst to get around the corner and get a sack on Alex Smith. I love his hand placement. I love his ability to turn speed into power. And we have seen him rack up a number of sacks just on his ability to run around the corner. Hard to find guys that have the balanced body control and the explosiveness, but it's something that we saw at the Combine. And when you look at the numbers, 4.53, 37-inch vertical, 10.6 broad jump, when I see those things, there's always a correlation between the vertical and broad and the 40. Explosive in terms of the lower body strength and power. We see it over and over again. Love what he brings as a dynamic edge rusher.
Yeah, he's one of those rare guys that's just very fluid and smooth, but also explosive. You don't see that combination very often, and he definitely brings that to the table. Now, so far, 5 and 4, not only very explosive guys, these are great football players. And number 3 on my list here, Buck, another great football player. You could make a case for him being number 1, in my opinion, Julio Jones. And when you get a chance to study him on tape, I mean, it's popcorn stuff. It is definitely kick your feet up on the desk and just enjoy it because you can just see the freaky things that he does. And you'll see him right here. You're just going to see some pure speed here. Watch him get off the line of scrimmage.
Oh, nice
right
move.
through that. And once he catches it, look at where he's located right now. Look where the defense is. Now, how far you think this is going to end up? Well, let's just see the speed tracker get rolling here. Yeah, he's gone.
Separation.
He is that combination of speed and power, and he earns that label as a freak. And you go back to the Combine, and this is a case where the numbers do match up with just how explosive he is, because at Indianapolis, Buck, back in the day, he put on a show.
He absolutely put on a show. You're talking about a special athlete, a guy who has a rare combination of size and speed. The numbers do him justice. 4.39 in the 40, 38.5-inch vertical, an 11.3 broad jump. I mean, you're talking about world-class type stuff that he's putting up.
Yeah, and he's a big man too. I mean, he's somebody. He's you talk about ankle busters. He's an angle buster because whatever angle you think you need to take, you better adjust it a little bit because this man can roll. He's dynamic. He's very, very explosive. All right, who we got number 2 on our list, Buck?
Number 2, we're going to go to one of the hottest players that is playing in the league right now, Khalil Mack for the Oakland Raiders. He and Von Miller, of course, I've chosen 2 pass rushers, but these guys are so vastly different despite being explosive. This is a strong, powerful guy that plays off the edge. There you see the numbers, 9 sacks. And what I like about him is watch how he just mauls this tackle on the way to the quarterback. There you see the hand placement, being able to just drive and work his way to the quarterback. It is just strength and explosive power with Khalil Mack. Not necessarily finesse. It's rugged. It's ratchet. I love it when you see it come together, and he's certainly been able to do it. But anyone who watched him at the combine, you saw the power, you saw the strength, you saw those things kind of come together. Those numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, look, the 40-inch vertical, and just look at how he's put together. Look how powerfully built he is. We had a chance to speak with the Bills general manager, Doug Whaley, the other day, and he said he looks for guys, he used the term that are junkyard dogs. That's a junkyard dog right there.
The epitome of a junkyard dog. His game is rugged, it's physical, it's nasty. He brings a level of intensity that you want on your defense. He's a tone setter, a tempo setter. And the Oakland Raiders are sitting pretty because their defense is playing better because he is taking his game up a notch.
Wide receivers, Buck. We've already seen one on here on Julio Jones. And number 1 on our list, some say maybe a pretty boy.
Oh, yeah.
I say he's the most explosive player in the NFL. That's Odell Beckham Jr., Buck. And look, the numbers he's put up, the stats are ridiculous with what he's done throughout his young career. But you want somebody that's twitchy and that can get up to top speed immediately. You get that in Odell Beckham. You see here we got I love this speed tracker we've got going here. He catches it.
Oh, that's too much space.
You got that much
That's
room.
too much space one-on-one.
He's got a 2-way go, and then look at that. He just destroys it, chasing him. It's like watching a speedboat run away from a rowboat right there. You've got no shot of catching him. He's been making these dynamic plays. We know about the one-handed catches, but it's that suddenness, that burst that he possesses, helps him create separation off the line of scrimmage as well as at the top of his route, Buck. And somebody that, again, I think maybe a little bit underappreciated, even as high as he went in the draft. Coming out of the combine, he put on a clinic there as well.
Yeah, underappreciated for sure. 4.43 in the 40, 38.5-inch vertical, 10.2 broad jump. He has the rare ability to put it all together. He's a guy who is fast but also had the sudden ability to stop and start. Hard to find players that have unique gifts like Odell Beckham Jr. on the perimeter. Is one of the reasons why he's been one of the more prolific wide receivers that we've seen enter the league in some time.
All right, well, there you have it. There it is, 5-1, Bucky. One name that I think we maybe going to get some heat for, that's Aaron Donald. Who
yeah,
I think
we certainly could put Aaron Donald in that mix. And to that point, I know you're not going to agree with all of our picks, but let us know. Leave a comment below. Tell us how you feel. If you don't like us, that's fine. Like, just tell us who should be in our top 5 list. Who do we overlook?
We have feelings, but it's okay. You can say whatever you want. We're okay with it there.